Finally, I want to clue you into our next item release. The Guided Missile is coming back. When the Guided Missile first made its way to Battle Royale, we loved all the fun and crazy moments it provided. But after its release, we shared the same concerns as the Fortnite community at large. It's hard to compete against a near-endless barrage of highly effective explosives. We've made a number of changes to the Guided Missile that position it as more of a scouting tool than a high-damage threat. This includes reduced movement speed, reduced turning radius, reduced damage and damage radius, and of course includes the ammo cap of just 12 rockets in our default mode.
So as you guys just saw, that was a brief snippet of the brand new developer update here in Fortnite Battle Royale, and clearly from the title, thumbnail, and what you guys just saw in today's video, we are talking about the return of the Guided Missile here in Fortnite Battle Royale. Now once upon a time, there was a very overpowered explosive device here in Fortnite Battle Royale, and that was the Guided Missile. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that this was a weapon that came to the game back in the 3.5 patch update. I could be wrong, don't quote me on that, but soon after the Guided Missile was added into Fortnite, the developers actually took it out and it was vaulted. Until then, we haven't heard any information about the Guided Missile coming to Fortnite until today. Again, we do have absolute confirmation that the Guided Missile will be making a return here into Fortnite Battle Royale. However, the new and improved Guided Missile is not like how it once used to be. So when the Guided Missile was once in Fortnite Battle Royale, it was pretty easy to make sharp cutting turns. You could maneuver it very easily, and one of the important changes that the developers decided to do with the Guided Missile is to make it so you can't control it as easy as you used to. So obviously the controls are going to be the exact same, however it's going to operate a lot slower than what it once used to, and in doing so they have reduced the movement skill. Of course, as I said, the controls are going to be the exact same as they once used to be. However, you're not going to be able to make those sharp cutting turns around structures and in through buildings and through windows, maneuvering inside of a house. You're not going to be able to do that as you once were able to do so with the old Guided Missile. On top of that, there is a reduced turn radius, so as I said, that definitely just goes back to overall movement control of the Guided Missile. You're definitely not going to be able to make those sharp cutting turns as you once used to be able to do so. So in addition to changing the overall movement of the Guided Missile, they have also significantly reduced the damage. As of now, we don't have an exact indication as to what the damage is going to be reduced to, and off the top of my head, significantly reduced amount of damage. I wanted to mention or if you're playing squads and you have someone with the Guided Missile, you can protect them as they shoot the Guided Missile into the sky just to get a general idea where enemies are. So overall, I think that's a super awesome step in the right direction in regard to the Guided Missile, and I'm really glad that it's now coming back and it's more improved and better than it used to be. I remember when the Guided Missile was first in Fortnite Battle Royale, it was super fun to use against enemies, but if you guys were playing squads and there were upwards of 3 to 4 enemies on another team constantly shooting at you with a Guided Missile, it got super annoying. Now, while the Guided Missile really wasn't all that difficult to counter or try to defend against, it's now going to be a lot easier to counter and defend against just because it's going to operate a lot slower than it used to be. The turn radius is going to be significantly reduced. So overall, I'm pretty excited to see how the Guided Missile is now going to be implemented into Fortnite Battle Royale, and I'm super curious to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions about this new Guided Missile coming back to Fortnite Battle Royale. Regardless, guys, that is going to be it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to drop a like down below.